Hey guys, Josh here. A few weeks ago I put out a solo bass piece without a lesson because I wasn't sure if people would be that interested in learning it, but it turns out that quite a few people were. So here we are, we're going to learn how to play Soothing Song for Troubled Hearts from a few weeks ago. If you haven't heard it already, here's a link. You can go check it out because I'm not going to repeat it here. I'm just going to go through it. So there's a PDF you can download in the link below. And that's a full transcription of the tune. So, theoretically, if you wanted to just be a go-getter, you could just look at it, pause the video, look at it for a while, and try to figure it out. And then this video will help you troubleshoot. So there's really only two tricky things in this tune that make it different than just playing some chords. That's basically the tune, but there's a couple things happening, and one related to the other. The main thing is the artificial harmonics, which if you're not familiar with, I guess I should make a separate video about how to do artificial harmonics. But basically, what you're doing, and you can do this, just start with an open G string maybe for fun. You know where your harmonics are, we'll assume for this video. So 12th fret, 7th fret, 5th, 4th, 3rd, etc. So the technique for artificial harmonics is just using your thumb as the harmonic node activator rather than a left hand finger. So I'm just going to go to the 24th fret on my bass here, which is the 2-octave mark where a harmonic would normally be. And I'm just going to put my thumb over it and then pluck with my index finger. So, the string doesn't care what finger you're using, so your thumb works just as well as a normal left hand fingering to get that harmonic. So you can get the whole harmonic series better than I just did using your thumb for a harmonic activator. Now what it really makes it an artificial harmonic is that we start fretting notes with our left hand, which effectively changes the string length. So then what you do is no matter what length of string you have, harmonics are going to be on it because that's just how string physics works. So say I'm fretting the 5th fret of the G string, well now all my harmonics have changed position too relative to the new length of the string. So now the octave point is going to be on the C an octave higher on the 17th fret because now our open string, quote unquote, is a C. So now the octave mark is this C. So I can put my thumb there as a harmonic activator and pluck with my index finger and I'll get a harmonic an octave above the note I'm fretting. So that's exactly what I'm doing here with this melody. I'm fretting an A on the 19th fret, and then I'm going to where that A would, theoretically if you had a fretboard that ran all the way up the string, where that A would be, and you can just kind of find it. For me it's kind of right on the edge of my neck pickup, but that's going to vary depending on what kind of bass you're playing. And I find it a lot easier to find these, by the way, on basses that have a full 2-octave neck. Maybe it's just because that's what I'm used to, but I find that that's helpful. So you just find, also, since we're doing the octave mark, the fraction of the string that is just halfway down. So if you just approximate from where you're fretting to the end of the string, halfway, that's going to be about where the harmonic is. So that's the artificial harmonic part. Again, maybe if you guys want me to make another video about those, I will. I haven't just because it's not a technique I use a ton, but I thought it was nice and melodic in this piece. So the second quirky technique thing in this piece is that when I do those artificial harmonic notes, I do a left hand hammer-on the accompaniment part. And you'll see in the PDF that I split the artificial harmonic melody into a separate treble staff from the bass clef accompaniment staff. And it's all combined in the tablature. So if you don't read sheet music, just read the tablature and that has the whole piece in it. But anyway, so on beat 1 of measure 1 after the first pickup, that first hit, I'm plucking the artificial harmonic with my right hand, fretting it over here, and I'm hammering on the low A on the E string. So two things are happening there. And then it's just normal thumb and fingers plucking for the rest of the bar, and then here comes the next note of the melody. I'm plucking it with the artificial harmonic with the right hand and hammering on the low bass note so that that kind of ostinato keeps rolling as the melody goes. So hopefully that makes sense. So that's basically all the technical considerations for this main part. So we're just on the A major chord, major 7, major 6, little augmented, A augmented sound there that repeats, and then same deal, D major 7 to D major 6, hammer on there on the D, C sharp 7, then F sharp minor sus. Ooh, there's another tricky thing. I'm doing a little left hand pluck of the open E string there. So we're on the F sharp minor sus chord. We resolve the suspension. And then I'm about to pluck beat 1 of that E chord. And I'm doing a just flicking the string to pluck the open E. And then hammering on the E on the 12th fret. And then that all repeats. So there's some little tricky things in there. This isn't really a great beginner piece, but if you're sort of intermediate advanced, it should be right up your alley, and it's a fun way to explore playing melodies on the inner strings while you're playing an accompaniment on the outer strings. So then when we get to the B part, basically what I'm doing is eliminating the artificial harmonics by bringing both of the high notes down an octave. So this C sharp comes down to here, and this artificial harmonic A comes down to a normal A. So then I'm just doing a kind of tremolo plucking technique. And I kind of approximated this in the sheet music, but basically what I'm doing is I'm just going thumb 1, 2. And I'm just kind of moving my thumb and fingers around the strings at will, which you can kind of do at your own discretion. So I'm just, maybe just to practice this, just start with your thumb on the A string. You're fretting that first chord there, A, C sharp, A. Thumb on the A string, pluck, pluck, index middle on the G string, then move your thumb to the D string, then G string. Then just speed it up a little and create this kind of tremolo effect. Just replicating the melody from the A part. Use dynamics to make it interesting. We got a D major 7 here, D major 6. And we got a little bit of a stretch here. Now, if you want to say your hands are too big here, I will accept your arguments, because we've got you've got to hold a D, a B, and an A. It's a little bit gnarly, but you can let go of the B if you need to. And we just got a C sharp 7 to a C sharp major. Then again, we've got a little stretch here up at 12th. So, you know, a lot of people will be able to do this stretch, but if you have really small hands, if you're, you know, under 15 or 14, then maybe not. So that's the C sharp chord. Then we've got an F sharp minor sus again, same chord progression as the A part. We just got an F sharp, a B, and a G sharp. Resolve those down. E sus to E major, then just take that E major shape up an octave, and then you're back in the A part. So then the only other bit is the ending, which all I'm doing is pedaling an open A and just playing some cute little thirds in artificial harmonics. So I'm going to open A, an A and a C sharp up here. Open A, down a step in the scale, G sharp and B, F sharp and A, E, G sharp, little E arpeggio there, and then the final chord is open A, E, artificial harmonic on a G sharp, and an artificial harmonic on a C sharp. It's actually a little hard to finger of all the chords. It's not that complex, but it's just hard to kind of squeeze your fingers in there. I'm doing it by going first finger, third finger, second finger, fourth finger. You can make that a sharp 11 on top if you want to. I thought about it, but I thought it sounded a little bit too... It was a bit much, but that's an option. So that's Soothing Song for Troubled Hearts by me, Josh Fossgreen. I hope that that's a good enough explanation of it. If there's anything else you're not... that's not making sense to you, please do ask in the comments, and I will check that out and try to answer people's questions. It's always hard in this sort of impersonal context to know what people's challenges are going to be. I can only approximate. So if I didn't explain something well enough, please let me know, and I'll try to address that. But thank you guys for the great reception on this piece. I really appreciate it. I feel encouraged to put out more solo stuff and more original music, because I've got a lot of stuff I want to put out. Beatles arrangements, some more original stuff, some pretty shredding ideas I want to put out. So anyways, stay tuned. If you're a new viewer, please do subscribe. I've got bass lessons and original music and covers coming out all the time. And share these vids with your friends. And you can take lessons with me if you want to. You know, even if you just want to learn this tune and you need some one-on-one attention, I can totally help you with that. After all, I did write it. Lastly, if you want to support me in putting out original music and making bass lessons, please check out patreon.com/JoshFossgreen, and you can become a supporter there and kind of pledge an amount per video or per month as you see fit to help me keep putting them out and making improvements over time, getting better equipment and audio and everything like that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and rock on.